Welcome back, children. Now we'll move on to the role of restriction endonuclease, or how restriction endonuclease will work. I think now you are clear about 5' and 3' in DNA. So DNA possesses sugar, ribose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate. Between sugar and nitrogen base is a connection between two strands. So between nitrogen base we can see hydrogen bonds, and backside of that we can see phosphate. Between a successive phosphate group there will be a phosphodiester bond. So you want to remember DNA between two strands, hydrogen bond. Backside we can see phosphate, and all phosphate molecules are linked by phosphodiester bond. Now look at the slide. Restriction endonuclease inspects DNA sequence to find its specific recognized site to bind and cut specifically each of the two strands of the double helix at their sugar phosphate backbone. Here you want to remember, so exonuclease and endonuclease, they never cut both the strands. Only restriction endonuclease will cut both the strands. And if they need to cut the both the strands, means they need to recognize which area they need to cut. Okay, so this restriction endonuclease, it has some specific character. You write whatever I'll tell. You write restriction endonuclease is like all enzymes only, and these restriction enzymes works by shape to shape matching. What do you mean by shape to shape matching? We know DNA has a double helix, and what is our target gene they need to cut. Okay, in that only we need to insert the our desired gene. So if it is if endonuclease is there, it will cut in any one part of the area, and it is of no use to make a meaningful recombinant DNAs. But this restriction endonuclease has the capacity to find out the specific sequence. Okay, they'll find, and after finding they go and attach with the DNA. This restriction enzyme, where we used to isolate from the Escherichia coli, this enzyme will go and bind with the target DNA, and that is only we'll call it as shape to shape matching. When it comes in contact with the DNA sequence with the shape that matches a part of the enzymes called the recognized site. So what do you mean by recognized site? So which this DNA restriction endonuclease, which segment it is going to cut, that segment only we can call it as a recognition site. So how it is recognizing its site? By shape to shape matching. Okay, it will match with the DNA, and after matching it will bind with the DNA, and afterwards only, now once it's binded, that is the recognized site. Once it binded means automatically from that region only the restriction endonuclease is going to cut, and automatically after binding this restriction endonuclease, it wraps around the DNA. Okay, how it will cut means it will wrap around the DNA, and it causes break in both the strands of the DNA molecule at a time. Clear, children? So here it will be very, very interesting. Restriction endonuclease, by shape to shape matching mechanism, it will go and fix with the DNA. Where it will fix means that is only recognition site. Okay, and after went to the DNA, it just wrap around the DNA. The two strands also it will wrap around. After wrap around, and it started, this enzyme has the capacity or potential to break DNA strands at a time. Automatically will get cleavage in both the strands. Okay, and how it will cut, okay, that is also one beautiful mechanism is there. Okay, simply it won't cut in every base pair. Clear, children? So that is only we'll call it as now look at the slide. Recognition site. What is a specific recognition site? Which area they need to cut, that area only we can call it as recognized site. How it will can able to understand it, can able to find the recognition site mean that is only match to match, shape to shape matching. So along with this restriction endonuclease, which DNA sequence base pair will match, there only it will go on wrap around it. Okay, and cut specifically each of two strands of the double helix and their sugar phosphate backbone also. So it's very easy because the cleavage between two helix of DNA, and also two helix of DNA back side it was connected with sugar phosphate backbone, that also will be cleaved by the restriction endonuclease. Now look at the slide. Restriction endonuclease recognizes specific palindromic nucleotide sequence. So what do you mean by palindromic nucleotide sequence? For example, if you write Malayalam, okay, this is the example given in your NCERT. You write Malayalam from 5 to 3 dash, from this right to left also, left to right also. When you read, automatically you will get the same word. So that is only we'll call it as palindromic sequence. Normally DNA, we know two strands also complement to each other. If one strands will contain A, automatically other strands will contain T. And here now look at this is the palindromic sequence. Now normally Malayalam means we can write that is a single line, but it won't applicable for DNA. We know DNA has two strands. So here how this principle will apply means, now look at GAAA-TTC. Now reverse order you read, this is 5 dash to 3 dash. Now come to 3 to 5, again we can see CTTAAAG. So this is only we'll call it as palindromic sequence. Here matching sequence will be in the opposite. It should have 5 dash to 3 dash and 3 dash to 5 dash in two strands also, not a single line. So what do you mean by palindromic sequence? When we read base pair in both the strands in opposite directions, they are equal, means we can able to read the same base pair, means that is only we can call it as palindromic sequences. So the restriction endonuclease will cut only the palindromic sequence, because of that only, and afterwards when we added the target genes, means it started to multiply with the other strands. If not, it is a problem. So palindrome in DNA sequence of base pair that reads same in two strands. So here look at GAATTC. Now back side C normal, okay, T and T, A, G. So this opposite sides it will match, means that is only we'll call it as palindromic nucleotide sequence. Normal palindrome means opposite, same single sentence, single word it should match. But in come to DNA we have a strands now. So in two strands in opposite manner the base pair should match. That is only we can call it as palindromic nucleotide sequence. So palindrome DNA sequence of base pair that reads the same on two strands when orientation of reading is kept, that is 5 to 3 dash in both direction. Here also 5 to 3 and here also 5 to 3. Automatically we can get the same sequence. Is it clear, children? So that is the meaning behind, the concept behind palindromic nucleotide sequence. Is it clear? So now we'll come to your book diagram. Okay. So now we know, look at the slide. Restriction endonuclease cut the strand away from the center of palindrome sites, but between same two bases on the opposite strand, leading to formation of a single stranded portion at the sticky ends. Now look at this DNA. Okay. Now look at this DNA. So this is the structure of DNA. This is the structure of DNA and it is like a ladder. Okay, here a combination like base pair AT, GC, AT, AT, DA, TA and GC, GC, GC. So here how the restriction endonuclease will work, we want to see. Normally we have nearly 900 restriction enzymes are there, and each restriction enzymes, they have specific recognized site. For example, restriction endonuclease means it will recognize 6 base pair, okay, 6 base pair nucleotide only it will recognize, 6 base pair containing nucleotide it will recognize, and it will work on that. It will help to cleave 2 strands and 2 strands also. This is one strand, this is another strand. So 2 strands also will get one end, okay, one end. That 2 ends we can call it a sticky end, okay. This sticky end only we are going to introduce our gene of interest with the help of DNA ligase. And normally, now read it, okay, ATGC, ATTA, TA means we can see first one, okay. Now I'll erase and you can able to see clearly. We'll use red color, okay. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base pair. So this restriction endonuclease is going to cut the DNA within the 6 base pair only. Somewhere it is going to cut, but only within this 6 pair only. That is only we'll call it as recognized site. So the restriction endonuclease recognized 6 base pair part of the DNA, and it is going to cut only in that part only. That's the thing we are telling. Genetic engineering, all enzymes are very, very specific, because they'll cut only in the specific site. That specific site only we can call it as a recognized site. So here only 3, 4, 5, 6. Between the 6 only, somewhere the endonuclease is going to cut. It won't touch the remaining 3 base pair. So now look at that. So for example, as per your this one NCERT book, I'll explain the remaining explanation also. Okay. Thank you, children.